Peeps. What's up? It's your boy Metaphysical Mark here. Just coming on for a little bit just to talk about the difference between wanting something and actually obtaining it. I know a lot of people that want things and they think just putting it out there, putting the frequency out there is what's going to bring it to them. False narrative. False understanding, misunderstanding for a lack of information, basically. So when you put a frequency out there, let's say me, I want change. So I want to change everything that's around me, right? I want to change everything that's inside of me to become a better person, right? When you're asking for these changes, you have to understand that as soon as you ask and you put that frequency out there from the heart, now you will be tested in your strength and your willpower to obtain the very thing that you ask for and that you want. You know why? Because it's perseverance. So how much perseverance do you have to get through these obstacles? Because they're really just changes. They're really just changes that you just asked for that now you're getting. That now it's happening and now you have to adjust. So as you adjust, you have to have the amount of faith and understanding that you asked for this. So you have to put up with what you asked for to get to that vibration. That means that I can no longer do the things that I'm doing at this vibration if I'm wanting to go to this vibration. If I want to be at this level of success, I cannot continue to do the same things that just got me this level of success. I got to step it up a notch. I got to upgrade. I got to level up. I got to level up myself. So with that, when you're really wanting something to change, when you're really wanting yourself to be on a different awareness or level of consciousness or level of awareness of self, then what you do is you dedicate the time. This is why I make it so important when I'm having clients, is your dedication. How dedicated are you to your growth? That's really what it matters. That's really what matters. How dedicated are you to your change? You have to be more dedicated than me. You have to want it more than me. I want it so bad for everybody who does not understand this, because I didn't understand it and I wanted it so bad. And then I obtained the information and the knowledge and the wisdom and the trial and error and experience to come back and give it right back to you guys. Because I wanted it so bad that nothing got in the way of that. I was doing coursework at work. I've been doing soul work at work for the last 4-5 years that I've been working a regular 9-to-5 job. You know how I was doing this? I would listen to audiobooks for 8 hours on a shift. 8 hours. And then go home and read more books. Watch more documentaries. Gain more understanding to help me understand what I was already understanding, because nobody around me was understanding what I was understanding. So with that, I understood that it was not my environment, because number one, environment is so important, guys. If you look it up scientifically, it's proven that your environment and where you live and where you're born and how long you stay there weighs more on your life, determines more on your life than the genetics that your parents gave you that make you look the way you look and act and have tendencies the way you have. So my environment, where I'm at every day, where I surround myself with, what I eat, what I consume, what I believe, all play a bigger part than my genetics that we were told we were trapped in. No, you're trapped in your environment. If you change your environment, your genetics change. This is why we have white foxes in Antarctica and brown in Florida, because it's called evolution. So your genes are going to change based on your environment. Change your environment. You know what I started doing? I started being around people that had more than me. I started being around people that knew more than me. I started hanging around people that have lived on this planet longer than I have. You know why? Because that's all more than me. So how can I be better being around people that are not more than me? They're not better than me. They're not smarter than me. They're not on a different level than I am. If I stay around the people that are on the same level and they are not wanting to change, I will be there and be on the same level and wonder why 30, 40, 50 years has passed and I'm doing the same thing in the same place, mad and frustrated because I can't get out. I'm stuck. You are self-imposed. These are self-imposed limitations you're putting on yourself based off of what you told, because you don't want to go through the persistence and dedication it takes to change your being. That is nobody else's fault but your own. That's something that you have to sit down with yourself, look yourself in the mirror, and want change. I wanted change, so I changed. It's that simple. I did the steps. I put in the work. I put in the time. I paid my dues in order to obtain the level of awareness that I have obtained, in order to see myself at a different light than I was 3 years ago. Just 3 years ago. I tell my story because it's inspiration to those that don't understand. I came from foster care. I aged out of the system. I played ball. I have a whole football background. And I also lived in my car for a year and a half and only been out of that cycle of my life for 4 years now. So that means during my spiritual experience, I was at rock bottom. I was homeless. I was on my ass. Now I'm a proud Black business owner who works for himself and with others, that wakes up and helps other people get past that mental limitation that I thought I had to be in, that I saw a bunch of people around me stay in for years, wishing that I had somebody like this that would stand in front of me and give me game. But nobody is like that, because if you're not paying them, they're not giving you game. I add amounts to my service because it's a dedication. I've been giving free game and give free game and give cheap game every day. But I can't want it more than you do. I can only do my end by wanting it for you, because that's how I love. I love my people. I love people. I want us all to grow. I want us all to reach that level of consciousness where we can live on this earth without this strife, that we can be here and learn through love. That's what I want. I want people to stop having this victim mentality. Because once you start taking your power back, you realize how powerful you really are. You realize how much influence you really have on your lifestyle. And that, in turn, help you change it. And when you change it, you see it's possible. And when you see it's possible, that faith is a whole mustard tree out here, dog. I am a faith-based believer. and walker because I stepped out on faith multiple times and it got me where I am now. So what I'm saying is put in the work, put in dedication. If you want it, go get it. It's people like me willing to sit down with you in the fire. In the fire. It's just that simple. How bad you want it? Because it's really up to you. How long it takes for you to change you. I love y'all. Be easy.